Hello everybody, thank you for joining me for another time of our new materials, new children's materials. Our first one is called Small Tula, and this is about a girl who lives in Lagos, Nigeria, who's the youngest in her family, but still very able to help. So if you want to read about a different culture, this is a great one to read. Another one about a different culture, this is called Dawn Raid. And this is about a girl in New Zealand whose family is on vacation. They have recently joined a group that is fighting for Indigenous and Pacific Islanders' rights. This is 1974, I believe. That was modeled after the Black Panthers, and there's a raid on their house by police. Seems like a very spooky book if you like spooky books. This one's called Dead Man's Castle. This is about a boy who's been moving all over since he was 5 when his father witnessed murder or something terrible. Witnessed something terrible. So the family has been in witness protection, something similar to witness protection. But this lizard man keeps following them, and it seems to be getting closer and closer. So that looks like a very exciting, slightly scary book. It's called Mina's Song. This is about a Pakistani American girl who goes to Pakistan for the summer. Has a great time, is excited to tell her friends when she gets back, but they don't seem particularly interested. So it's kind of about the cultural differences that she experiences. So it's a good way to learn about a different culture again. And another way to learn about a different culture, this one is a picture book. This one is called Storyboat. It's about a group of refugees who are escaping a war-torn country, and how they are able to still have sense of family and safety through the different things that they bring with them, and how they eventually find safety. So good for immigrant families that might have experienced some of these things, and good for non-immigrant families in that they can learn about the experiences that some other Americans have had. Okay, if you know Lil Nas, this is a country star. C is for country, so it's an alphabet book. Usually I am not a fan of celebrity written children's books because usually, quite frankly, they're terrible. But this one is very fun. So he is a very confident and flamboyant country star. He and Billy Ray Cyrus did a famous song together, Old Town Road, I think it was. And so he has become very famous. He's won some Grammys, but this was a really fun book. Okay, this is a nonfiction book called This is a Seahorse, and it looks like a picture book, and it's in kind of comic book format with like little kid writing, but it has a lot of seahorse facts, and the seahorse talks directly to you and argues with you. So it's funny, but you do learn about seahorses, so that was a good one. Okay, this one is called Mel Fell, and it is about, I believe, a kingfisher. A tiny bird leaving the nest for the first time, and the other animals and insects in the tree are worried about it. You hold the book sideways in order to read it, and then halfway through the book, after it catches a fish and flies back up to its nest, you turn the book the other way around. So that was very inventive and very cute book. This one is The Big House and the Little House. It is about a bear and a mouse who are looking to make new friends and not having any luck, and then they stumble upon each other, and even though they are two different animals, they become good friends. But very sweet pictures, a lot of details for animals. Very sweet book about friendship. 2 new board books that we have for our youngest patrons. So these are the thick page board books about different animals. This one is called Family. This one is called Care. And this is by Jane Goodall Foundation, or Institute, I'm sorry, Jane Goodall Institute. So some of the money in the purchase of these books goes to that. But fun illustrations, colorful, not too many words. Nice new set for board books. Okay, now we're to our nonfiction books, our true books. This one is called An Equal Shot, and it's about Title IX, which is most famous for helping girls get equality in sports, but it has more than that in it. So it tells you about the need for it, the passage of it, and what the repercussions have been from it. So for Women's History Month, that is a good one. Here's another one about some immigrants. These are undocumented immigrants from Mexico and how that affects their daily life. This boy wants to go to a soccer tournament, but he would need to cross border checkpoint. So he's not allowed to go, and he's upset about that. And his friends aren't very understanding at first, but this will give you, for immigrant families, especially non-documented, this might ring true for them, and for other families, you can see what some of the challenges that are facing our neighbors are. Okay, this is called How to Change Everything by Naomi Klein. She's a very famous author for adults about environmental works. This Changes Everything was her probably most famous adult work. So this is her first book for children. It's a chapter book, it's a longer chapter book, but it's about climate change and what we can do to help mitigate climate change for young people. If you like bees or insects, you might find this book especially fascinating. This is called The Beekeepers. It's about how we have domesticated bumblebees or honeybees to use in agriculture and different things, and about colony collapse, the diseases that are affecting the honeybees right now. But it seemed to be packed full of bee information if you're interested in bees. Last but not least, the world's most magnificent machines. So it just has a little brief, like, got a big picture of each thing, and then each machine, and then it tells you a little bit about it, why it's important. Some were mass produced, some were barely produced, some were not produced, but very interesting information, especially if you're interested in transportation and machines. I think you would really like that one. So if any of these sound good to you, I hope that you will go down below in the links and see the link for our record set. It contains all these books. It's super easy to put a hold. You can pick it up through contactless curbside pickup, or you can pick it up at the circulation desk. Thanks for watching, and we hope that you'll see you at a program soon, and hope that you watch this again soon. Thanks.